Hey everybody, Brett here at Pure Pursuit. Today I'm looking at this 2012 Porsche Panamera, 3.6 liter V6, 300 horsepower. Nice clean engine bay on this particular car. Drop the hood and check out the front. Definitely a Porsche whenever you look at it from the front. A couple issues I wanted to point out. Somebody had the front license plate frame attached on this car, and there's a couple of little imperfections here. We've got the park assist on the front of this car, as well as the headlight washers. And we'll move around here. If you're only catching the walk around video, make sure to check out the test drive and the interior features video, especially on this car, because there's a lot of stuff inside. Moving on to this wheel, this is the only wheel that has any issues with it. There's some minor scrubbing here and over here. I'm sure you'll check that out in the pictures. Just wanted to point that out. But we've got, Porsche is famous for its brakes, and huge brakes with cross-slotted rotors there. We'll come around the side here to check out the amazing interior on this Porsche. Nice black interior. And then back here in the back, one of my favorite things about these cars is the back is actually designed for passengers instead of just putting things back there. It's really comfortable back there. This wheel, like I said, only that first passenger side front wheel has any defects. The rest of them are all great. And we only do the walkarounds on the one side of the vehicle just to save time and energy, because both sides of the car look the same. Any defects will be depicted in pictures though, so make sure to check those out on our website at purepursuitauto.com. Moving into the back of the vehicle, bunch of space back here. You can store pretty much whatever you want. You can also lay down these seats and pull out this cargo cover if you need to. Under here, Porsche doesn't give us a spare, but they do give us a little tow safety kit. And then you've got that Bose amp for the audio system. And wouldn't want to pass up the luxury of having the trunk close itself. Great rear end, it's a Porsche. Everybody knows that. We got the rear park sensors here and down here to the dual exhaust. This car is actually warmed up, so I'm going to go ahead and hop in it, start it up, let you hear what the exhaust sounds like. And I'm going to go ahead and start over here at the left side, where I've got this button for the lane departure that you can see lighting up there on the mirrors whenever I turn it on. And that's in order to tell you whenever there's somebody in your blind spot. Also, we've got the auto folding mirrors, which pretty much standard on something like this as well. Powered windows, locks, and mirrors. Moving over to the steering wheel, you can adjust the audio with this wheel and change the stations and answer and turn off your telephone. Paddle shifters. This wheel right here adjusts everything in this gauge cluster, which I'll grab the camera here and give you a better look at what's going on in there. We have so many options in here to adjust the throttle, not the throttle, check the different vehicle systems and the navigation, telephone settings, and just all sorts of features in that screen there. Pretty awesome. Moving over here, we have all these other buttons that you thought weren't there. Right now we've got it set up for the map. Move it over to navigation and you can check out some of your previous places that you've been. It's satellite navigation, pretty much standard for any of these vehicles. Touch screen, as you would expect. Telephone, I don't have mine hooked up to the car, but you can use the Bluetooth. There's also buttons right here that adjust the telephone. Media input for auxiliary, which is in the center console, and we have a power output. You can use an iPod with USB or a standard auxiliary jack. Back to the radio, and it's actually a pretty nice Bose system in this car. It's got satellite radio, CD, bring that back up, auxiliary AM and FM. Turn that back down so that you can hear me speak. Temperature controls on both sides, and you can adjust the fans, independent for anybody here. And then here you've got your fan selectors to adjust which vents it blows out of for both sides. Heated seats. I'm just pressing the button so you know that they actually work. This button for the rear spoiler, the auto off, it stops traction control, suspension settings, and sports setting. I also wanted to point out that back here in the rear we have the vents and heated seats for your rear passengers. So not only the driver and front passenger get to enjoy this car. Check out the website at purepursuitauto.com to check out these rear seats. They're pretty awesome and comfortable. It's almost like a car that you could be driven in instead of just driving, which you can, but everybody wants to drive it too. We've got all these for additional lighting in case you need it, and one-touch operation for your moonroof. And I think I've pretty much covered what we've got in this car. But like I said, there's so much here, it's pretty difficult to cover everything. Make sure to check out all the options that are listed so that you know what's on here. And if you notice something that we've skipped over, let us know, please. Like I said, any questions on this car or any others that we have, give us a shout. Thanks. So as you've become accustomed to with our cars, backup camera helps me back up out of our little dip here to get out of the parking lot. This Porsche has all sorts of buttons and knobs and things that you can change on it. Adjustable sport button for the power output of the engine, suspension, and you can turn off your traction control if you desire. You can also raise and lower the rear spoiler. It's a pretty cool feature. Automatically, well, you use the button, but it raises on its own. Super comfortable car, and we happen to have both of these navigation screens, which is pretty awesome because you can just keep your eyes right where you need to and randomly glance down here to catch that navigation screen that's in the gauge clusters there. That's probably my favorite part of this car. It's pretty cool. And also you can switch through, and there's so many different things that you can check out in that screen. We'll get into those in the features demonstration video, but as you can tell, this car is just smooth and quiet and really enjoyable to drive. All right, we're going to liven this car up. We'll put it in sport mode for the engine and adjust the suspension up to full loveliness and get this over here so that we can come pull this full throttle run, demonstrate how quick this car actually will move. And here we go. And it's pretty quick, as you would expect, I'm sure, from a Porsche. And get a couple of blips here for you to hear the exhaust again as I downshift. We'll bring it back to a normal car again as we start to come back here to Pure Pursuit. And don't forget, if you're interested in this car or any of our other cars or in our brokering service, give us a call or text us anytime 24/7 at 816-659-3027. And go ahead and email us as well, hello@purepursuit.com, or check us out on the website at purepursuitauto.com and let us know what you think. Give us a call about a car occasionally, and hope you like it.